Welcome back to another video, my brothers. Today's video is titled 7 Things Men Do That Turn Off Women. Let's get straight into it. Number 1, they shower her with compliments non-stop, all the fucking time, texting her every hour of the day. You're so beautiful, you're this, you're that. It's suffocating. It's needy and it's not fucking genuine. Women appreciate compliments, just not all the fucking time. Every now and then. A well thought through compliment means a lot. It has weight. But when you're just dishing it out non-stop, verbal diarrhea, doesn't have any weight anymore. Doesn't mean anything anymore. And I know it's easy for a lot of guys to fall into this trap, thinking that women want to be told how beautiful they are every hour of the day. Because women may tweet things like, I want a man who's obsessed with me, or they may put it up on their dating profiles, oh, he's got to be obsessed with me, etc. Things like that. And guys are like, oh, okay, well, I guess I need to text her every hour of the day and remind her how beautiful she is. They may say that, but remember this, guys. A lot of the times, what women say they want versus what they actually respond to are two completely different things. You know? So don't fall into the trap in thinking, oh, I gotta give her what she wants. No, she thinks she wants that. But the moment she gets it, she's like, fucking leave me alone. And I've seen TikToks before where women are like, oh, I started talking to this guy and he's been texting me every hour telling me how beautiful I am and I'm thinking about blocking him. Even though she was attracted to him in the beginning. Good looking guy, well groomed, just needy, suffocating, okay? Number 2, they tread on eggshells around her, tiptoeing, afraid to offend her. And there's sayings such as happy wife, happy life, which are just complete fucking garbage. I get the intention behind it is very noble. Right, you want to treat your wife with respect and you want to provide her with a great life. I can appreciate that. I think every guy wants to do that, right? With a woman he really loves and cares about. But a lot of guys are afraid to say no to their wife or their girlfriend. They're tiptoeing cautiously. Oh, but what if I say that and she gets really angry at me? They're like children, afraid of their mother. Naughty, you shouldn't have eaten that cookie. They're scared of her. Say what you want to fucking say, man. I'm not saying abuse your wife physically or verbally, no. I think that's a given. But you can disagree with her. If anything, they love that. They don't want a male version of them. They want a man who has a backbone, who says, nah, I don't fuck with that. I disagree. They're like, what? They may get mad in the moment, but once again, guys, don't think that just because they get mad or they disagree with you, that they actually want you to agree with everything they say. No, they actually subconsciously find that attractive. He challenges me. I'm not always right. Because a lot of pretty girls, what happens to them, because they're very attractive, a lot of guys mold who they actually are to essentially become attractive to her. So they start acting like someone they're not, just to please her. Oh, I agree as well. They start agreeing to everything she says, etc., because they think that's what she wants. Right? But in fact, she doesn't want that. She wants a guy that says, nah, disagree. They find that shit attractive. Okay? Number 3, they're overly emotional. Look, this whole vulnerability thing, I know it's controversial. Okay, women will say things, no, I want my man to cry in front of me and shit like that. The only time it's appropriate, in my opinion, once again, it's my opinion, is if something extremely traumatic happens. Someone in your family dies, you get diagnosed with a serious illness, you can cry in those situations because that's fucking traumatizing, man. But if the traffic was long on the way back home from work, or your manager told you, well, don't fucking cry about that shit. You're supposed to remain calm and composed and stoic. Now, I'm not saying that women are overly emotional, but they are the more emotional of the two sexes. I don't think that's a controversial thing to say. Okay? And men don't judge women for being emotional. I've never met a guy that says, oh, my fucking woman was... No, they don't really... It's not surprising to them. It's normal. You know, women go through periods and things, and obviously that changes their chemistry, and so, you know, they get upset, they cry, and, you know, guys understand that, most guys. Okay, so if a guy gets angry about that, he's immature. But if a man is also behaving in the same way as his woman, occasionally throwing tantrums, getting angry, emotional, crying all the time, it's not attractive to her. She's like, well, motherfucker, what's wrong with you? You're the one with the dick, act like it. Okay, so don't fall into the trap of thinking, well, if I cry in front of her, she'll love me more. Motherfucker, don't do that, please. Please don't do that. Don't fall into that trap. Come back, brother. Don't fall into that. Remain calm and composed. If there's something that you genuinely want to vent about, go to your boys. Find a strong male role model in your life. Your father, maybe your boxing coach, Muay Thai coach, Jiu-Jitsu coach, whatever it is. Someone that you work with, maybe that you know, there's always that guy. You know, when you're in a job, maybe you're working in a factory or a construction site or a warehouse. It doesn't matter, right? There's always that older guy who has been through a lot of shit in life. Ask him, vent to him if he's understanding, right? But don't sit there and cry about trivial shit. I don't think that's controversial for me to say. Man up. Number 4, they neglect the boys. Never neglect your boys, guys. Women may say things like, oh, cancel it today. Cancel your trip with the boys. Come with me today. You know, let's do this. And you're, oh, okay. And I think that's one of my other points, actually. Yeah. Point number 6 is they cancel their plans to please it. I'll get onto that in just a second. But don't neglect the boys. Maintain a good social life. Remember, in a relationship, it's 2 people who have 2 separate lives that come together to share their happiness together. But if you make her the center of your universe, she gets repelled by that. She doesn't want to be the center of your universe. She wants to come along with you on your pursuit of greatness. She wants to enjoy the fun that you're already having in your life. You know, she's not coming in to fill a void. This is why I tell guys, if you're absolutely dead broke, things are not going well for you, don't even think about a relationship. Because what will happen is you'll fall into the trap of making her your life. Further neglecting yourself, digging yourself an even deeper hole. So get yourself in a position where you enjoy the life that you have. Travel occasionally. Go on a long road trip with your boys. Join a boxing club. Enjoy your life. And don't cancel on the boys because you want to snuggle up with the missus. Spoon together and watch Netflix. No. From time to time, I can understand if it happens once every 6 months, whatever, I can understand, right? But if you're that guy who's just, once again, going back to what I was saying earlier, happy wife, happy life. If you're that kind of guy, you're afraid of confrontation, you're afraid of her saying no, maybe if you're afraid of her withdrawing sex because you think if I don't go now, she's going to get mad and she ain't going to give me a blowjob in 2 weeks. You're going to be miserable this way, man. They want you to say, honey, I can't today, I'm out with the boys. In a loving way. I'm not saying be a dick, so fuck you, I'm going out anyways. No, be polite, be a gentleman, but enjoy your own life. Okay? You have your life, she has hers. You come together. Not you make her your life. Don't make that mistake. Number 5, they're too structured. Women don't like that either. Now I get it. We have work. You know, we've got jobs, we've got to leave early in the morning, sometimes come back late. But not everything has to be structured and pre-planned and done in advance. They like a guy that can say, hey, get ready, we're going somewhere tonight. Oh, where are we going? It's a surprise. They like that. Okay? That's why sometimes you go to a place and the moment you leave, they're like, oh, where are we going now? They want that adventure. Okay? So don't be that guy who's like, well, I'm going to write it in my calendar, you know, and it's got to be 6 months in advance. Don't be that guy. Occasionally do something spontaneous. Pick her up from work, go somewhere nice. I know women appreciate being told what to wear, etc., because they might get mad if you don't tell them and they rock up to a place and they're not dressed for the occasion. Obviously that doesn't exactly rub them off the right way. However, spontaneity is definitely very sexy for women. So sprinkle a bit of spontaneity into your life. Don't be too organized. No, you didn't tell me about this. Don't be that guy, okay? And then obviously going to what I was about to say now, they cancel their plans to please her. Once again, you are about to go out with your boys. No, don't do that. And then you're like, okay, I'll stay at home. Once again, as I said a minute ago, they don't enjoy that. Okay? There was a story of this guy who was about to go to war. And his woman said, don't, you know, we need you here, etc. And he said, no, I gotta go. Eventually, she managed to convince him to stay. And he did. She was happy for the first week or so. And then she got repulsed by his lack of decisiveness, you know. His lack of intensity and desire to go out there and to do something that's beyond her. She got repelled by him. Because in the moment, she'll say things like, stay with me. But if you stay, she'll be like, this guy has no backbone. He's willing to give up the things he believes in. In this case, it was fighting for his own country, for the sake of me, maybe a bit of sex. Now I get it, war is a bit of a touchy subject, but it's just an analogy. A lot of guys, maybe they're about to go to the office to work on their business. Okay, maybe they've hired an office, whatever, or rented an office, shall I say, and they're about to go out. Oh, please stay with me. Okay, I'll stay. When he could have got out there and pursued greatness, chased excellence. No, I'll stay with you, honey. Eventually that becomes a habit. You become softer and softer, and then she ends up leaving you anyways, mate. So, you know, never neglect your purpose. Never change your mind just because you want to please her. Like I said, if it happens from time to time, that's okay. Compromise. You know, maybe she really needs you in that moment. But a lot of guys, that's who they are now. They got into a relationship, they completely changed. They started cancelling things, maybe going to the gym with the boys, maybe going out working on the business, a networking event, except no, they stay at home now. Because their missus wants them there. So they're like, okay honey, whatever you want, happy wife, happy life. Don't be that fucker. Number 7, they put her in the masculine. So when I say that, this could be many things. You, for example, you make good money and you're about to get a place. Instead of getting it in your name, which you're supposed to do as a guy, because you're making enough, you shouldn't live in scarcity. Oh, but I'd rather get her to chip in because I don't want to be spending that much. You're the fucking man. Instead of being that guy, you go to her and you're like, honey, can you pay half? Now, I know, once again, this is controversial. Cost of living crisis. It's difficult for a lot of people. I understand that. But as a guy, you gotta want to. Maybe right now she's paying half, but you gotta want to pay everything. It's gotta be in you. I want to provide comfort, security, provision for my family. I don't want her to worry about bills. And, you know, one of the biggest reasons couples divorce is because of arguments regarding finance. You know, oh, I paid this last time, this happened, I've been paying the bills. Maybe you lost your job, your wife's been paying the bills for the last few months. And maybe you didn't want to accept a lower job because you were applying to those higher end jobs. But you left her with the responsibility of paying for the house. It's got to be in you to want to take care of your wife, man. If I ever lost my job in the future, I will work anything in order to provide for my family. I wouldn't want to put her in the masculine, getting her to go out there and work 2 jobs to support me. No, I'll fucking clean, I'll work, I'll do anything. Now, I work in a factory, 12 hours, night shifts, I'll do whatever it takes just to be able to take care of my family. And I want to feel good about myself in the process. It's not an insecurity thing. I know some women would be like, well, you're just insecure because, you know, you wouldn't let, you know, your wife paying for the bills makes you feel less of a man. It's not that. It's in you as a man. If you're a man of integrity and core values and strength, you want to provide for your woman and your family. It's not about insecurity. It's something in you. Okay? Just like in the animal kingdom, the males want to provide comfort, safety, provision for the females. Okay? And finally, number 8, they're too safe in the bedroom. Number 8 is the bonus point. So once again, going back to what I was saying about being structured in your life, etc. Don't play it safe all the time in the bedroom. Believe me, women have wild fantasies. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. You know, being chained, you know, I don't want to get into too much detail right now. YouTube might age restrict my video, but I think you get where I'm going with this. If you're like, oh, I'm sorry honey, I didn't mean to grab your throat like that. I'll be kinder next time. Now, I'm not saying choke the shit out of her until she's unconscious. No, don't be that fucking guy. But they like being spanked. They like being manhandled. Okay? They don't want you to be a nice guy. Oh, sorry honey, I didn't mean to leave that bruise on you. No. She's gonna look at that bruise when she's in the shower and you're at work, and she's gonna be like, damn, he manhandled me. You know, that might even turn her on. She might text you and be like, oh, last night was amazing. Don't be that guy who's too safe, worried about handling her a bit too firmly. No, obviously don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying do any of that. I think you get what I'm trying to say here. Okay, don't be too safe, too clinical. So hopefully this video has helped you guys. If it has, hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you boys in the next one. Peace.